The world of international trade recently witnessed a significant maneuver by China, a major player in global agricultural markets. This move has sent ripples through the industry, affecting stakeholders at every level. China canceled a massive soybean order valued at $1.1 billion and rejected an additional 2.4 million tons of soybeans. This unprecedented action has left many in the agricultural sector scrambling for answers. This move has created uncertainty and speculation within the agricultural sector. Farmers are particularly concerned about the potential impact on their livelihoods. The timing of this action, in May 2025, adds complexity to an already intricate situation. The agricultural calendar is tightly scheduled, and such disruptions can have cascading effects. Global markets are constantly navigating pressures from geopolitical tensions to climate-induced supply variations. The interplay of these factors makes the situation even more volatile. China's decision intersects with existing anxieties within the global food supply chain. The interconnected nature of global trade means that a single decision can have far-reaching consequences. Understanding this context is crucial to appreciating the weight of Beijing's decision. Analysts are now trying to predict the long-term implications of this move. This event serves as a reminder of the interconnectedness of our world. The global trade network is a delicate balance, and any disruption can have a domino effect. A decision made in one capital can have profound effects thousands of miles away. The geopolitical ramifications of this move are still unfolding. The soybean market has often been a bellwether for broader trade relations, especially between the U.S. and China. This latest development could signal a shift in these dynamics, especially between the U.S. and China. The relationship between these two economic giants is complex and multifaceted. This latest development signals potential new dynamics at play. Analysts will be closely watching how this situation evolves, as it could set the tone for future trade relations. Let us delve deeper into the specifics of these figures, examining the broader implications and the ripple effects they create. The canceled order, worth a staggering $1.1 billion, corresponds to millions of tons of soybeans. This is not just a number, it represents a significant portion of the global soybean trade. This cancellation represents a substantial withdrawal of demand from the market, leading to immediate and far-reaching consequences for the entire supply chain. The financial implications for the sellers are immediate and considerable. The sudden loss of such a large order can lead to financial instability and uncertainty for producers and traders alike. The rejection of 2.4 million tons of soybeans is immense, creating a surplus that the market must now absorb. This can lead to a drop in prices and increased storage costs. Reasons for rejection can range from quality concerns to phytosanitary issues. These rejections highlight the importance of maintaining high standards in agricultural production. Given the current geopolitical climate, many question whether these rejections carry a strategic message. Trade tensions and political maneuvering often play a role in such decisions. The scale of the rejection makes it noteworthy regardless of the reasons. It underscores the vulnerability of global trade to political and economic shifts. Transparency in these matters is key, yet often elusive. Understanding the true reasons behind such decisions is crucial for stakeholders. The distinction between a canceled order and a rejected shipment is crucial. While both are detrimental, they have different implications for the supply chain and market stability. Both actions have severe consequences for the exporter. They can lead to financial losses, damaged reputations, and strained business relationships. The combination of a large cancellation and substantial rejections amplifies the shock to the system. It serves as a stark reminder of the interconnectedness of global trade and the fragility of supply chains. To understand China's recent soybean actions, we must view them through the lens of the broader U.S. China trade relationship. This relationship has been characterized by periods of intense negotiation, retaliatory tariffs, and strategic competition. Agricultural products, particularly soybeans, became a prominent battleground in this economic conflict. When tariffs were imposed, American farmers felt the impact almost immediately. The recent soybean cancellation and rejections could be interpreted as a continuation of this strategic maneuvering. This context is essential for interpreting whether these actions are purely commercial decisions or part of a more calculated geopolitical chess game. The humble soybean plays an outsized role in the global food system and international trade. Soybeans are a critical source of protein, making them indispensable for animal feed. Beyond animal feed, soybeans are processed into a wide array of food products. The global trade in soybeans is a multi-billion-dollar industry. Any disruption to this trade can send shockwaves through agricultural markets. When a major importer like China makes a dramatic move, it is an issue of food security and economic stability. The soybean is a barometer of global agricultural health and trade relations. The news of China's significant soybean order cancellation and shipment rejections lands with particular weight in the agricultural heartland of the United States. This development has sent shockwaves through the farming community, where soybeans are a major crop and a significant source of income. American farmers, who have long relied on China as a primary export market, are facing heightened uncertainty. The relationship with China has been a cornerstone of their business, and now, with this disruption, they are left scrambling to find alternative solutions. The immediate impact is the potential for lower prices. As the market reacts to the news, prices can fluctuate wildly, leaving farmers in a precarious position. A surplus puts downward pressure on the prices farmers receive for their crops. With more soybeans than the market can absorb, the value of their harvest diminishes, affecting their overall revenue. For individual farmers, a sustained drop in prices can threaten the viability of their operations. Many farmers operate on thin margins, and a significant drop in income can lead to financial distress, forcing some to sell off equipment or even land. Such actions disrupt long-term planning and investment. Farmers need to be able to predict their income to make informed decisions about future investments in their operations. Farming requires significant upfront investment in land, seed, fertilizer, and machinery. These costs are incurred long before the crops are harvested and sold, making financial stability crucial. When a key market like China becomes unpredictable, it makes it difficult for farmers to plan for the future. They must consider various scenarios and adjust their strategies accordingly, which can be both time-consuming and stressful. The U.S. government and agricultural industry groups will be looking for ways to mitigate the impact. This may include seeking new trade agreements, providing financial assistance, or investing in research to improve crop yields and resilience. Finding new markets to absorb millions of tons of soybeans is not a quick or easy task. It requires building relationships, negotiating terms, and ensuring that the quality and standards meet the expectations of new buyers. The situation underscores the need for American agriculture to diversify its export destinations. By expanding their reach to new markets, farmers can reduce their dependency on any single country and create a more stable and resilient agricultural economy. China's decisive actions in the soybean market send significant tremors throughout the global agricultural trading system. International commodity markets are highly sensitive to supply and demand shocks. The immediate reaction would likely be a flurry of activity as traders adjust their positions. Price volatility is an almost certain outcome in the short term. With China reducing its intake from certain sources, it will need to secure its soybean supplies from elsewhere. This could create opportunities for other major soybean exporters, primarily Brazil and Argentina. However, their capacity to rapidly increase supply may be limited. The interconnectedness of the global market means that a disruption in one major trade relationship can have a cascading effect. The established patterns of the past few decades may be undergoing a fundamental change. China's actions regarding soybean imports are likely part of a broader strategy aimed at enhancing its national interests. A key element of this strategy is diversification of supply. By canceling large orders or rejecting shipments, Beijing demonstrates its commitment to cultivating a wider array of suppliers. Food security is another paramount concern for the Chinese government. Ensuring a stable supply of food for its population is a cornerstone of social stability. China's recent moves could be interpreted as a proactive measure to assert greater control over its supply chains. These actions can also be seen as part of China's long-term vision to bolster its own domestic agricultural production. Reducing reliance on imports aligns with Beijing's broader goals of strengthening its internal resilience. The soybean trade becomes a useful tool in China's broader geopolitical toolkit. Quality concerns may have played a role in the rejection of 2.4 million tons of soybeans. International agricultural trade operates under strict phytosanitary and quality standards. Shipments can be rejected for a variety of legitimate reasons. However, The volume of the rejections leads to speculation that these reasons might be amplified when broader trade relations are strained. The timing and scale of these actions suggest they may also serve as geopolitical signals. By targeting a high-profile commodity like soybeans, China can send a clear message about its stance on various issues. The overall effect is a demonstration of China's capacity to influence global agricultural markets. The recent turbulence in the soybean market underscores the evolving nature of international trade. For nations like the U.S., it highlights the need for continued market diversification. The future of U.S. China trade relations will likely remain complex. Finding a stable equilibrium will require ongoing dialogue and a realistic understanding of each other's priorities. For American farmers, this means navigating a landscape of persistent uncertainty. The global food system is at a critical juncture, with increasing pressure on our ability to feed a growing world population. Events like these soybean disruptions emphasize the need for greater international cooperation. We encourage you, our readers, to share your thoughts and perspectives on this critical issue.